Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and we're taking a look at another Masters of the Universe Origins figure. And this time we are taking a look at one of my all-time personal favorites, ManEFaces. I love the original figure. I remember playing with the son of a friend of my mother's, and I was really into Transformers, and he picked this guy and goes, "Here's a Transformer," and he turned to the robot head, and oh, it was just Manny Faces has always been one of the characters from Master of the Universe that has stuck out in my mind that I remember all these years later, and I'm just so happy to be able to get it in the Origins line. I really wish I grabbed the Classics version, but we're talking about Origins, so here it is. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the character, Manny Faces was an Eternian actor who used his abilities of mimicry and altering his appearance to help He-Man and the others Masters of the Universe heroes against the forces of Skeletor. And the big gimmick that the figure has is a rotating face. So we come in, here's your human head, you rotate the dial, there's the robot head, and you rotate it one more time, there's the monster head. And we go back right here to the human head. Now, as I mentioned in my previous review, these figures can be broken down and parts are swapped. Now on ManEFaces, because of the gimmick, that's a little bit more limited. The head cannot be removed. You can, of course, rotate the head very nicely, but you can't pop it off, and there's no interchangeable dials like on the Classics version, which I kind of understand. The articulation is a little bit limited due to the sculpt of the limbs here. Like there's a little bit of an arm guard here on the elbow, so that kind of limits how straight you can make the arm, but the arm can pop out, to do the lateral movement. Nice replica recreation of its classic blaster. A little silly looking, and it does sit a little odd in its hand, but you wouldn't have it any other way. The wrists do have that in and out movement like on He-Man and Skeletor. There is waist articulation, and the knees and the legs, same general movements and what have you. Swivel at the knee, and then a swivel at the boot. The foot articulation is a little more limited due to the way the sculpting of the lower leg. But again, such a cool figure, and yes, I do believe you can do the classic 5 points of glory pose. The original figure came in. I remember having a hard time getting it to stand, so let's see how it does now. Could be my back. Yeah, no, I kind of got it leaning a little forward, but just a really cool figure. Again, with a lot of these Masters of the Universe figures, the articulation is very similar. I'm sure, as some of you are aware, with Masters of the WWE Universe, which is another Walmart exclusive line, this was being used as the New Day. So the fact that we saw the New Day, we knew ManEFaces was coming because it's the same kind of gimmick. But yeah, I just, rotating around, you can go either way. I think the robot face is like my favorite, but that monster face is great too. Definitely worth a pickup if you're a fan. The posing, the articulation, it's really a lot of fun. I'm happy to have it. I think you would be too. This figure I got off of Walmart.com. So if you're looking, that's where I think the easiest place you can get it. I do know Amazon had pre-orders for it a few, back in October, and I think some people have gotten it from there. But in terms of mass retail, you won't be able to find the Origins figures until 2021. And that'll be on Amazon, Target, Walmart, everywhere. Big, slew of online retailers. Like I said, these are about like under $20, so they're fun figures. So really try not to pay like that eBay markup, especially with some of the figures we have coming, the more deluxe ones. I mean, that's really going to up the price up as well. So that's about it that I can say about ManEFaces. There's a lot of similarities. You look at one Origins figure, you really look at them all in terms of articulation and stuff. It really comes down to the individual gimmicks, and I really like ManEFaces' gimmick. So that's about it. Told you where to get it. Told you about the figure. Other than that, happy holidays. Thank you if you've been following along on my Advent vlog. And I should mention, actually forgot to do it in my He-Man and Skeletor review, but if you really like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Well, I appreciate the views. Liking, commenting, and subscribing sends messages to YouTube and their algorithms that my channel is something that should be promoted. If you really want to make the ultimate sign of support, I do have a Patreon. There's a little card here in the corner and a link in the description below. That's patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month. No thrills, no tears, no special rewards. All you're doing is helping me help you to help me bring figures a lot like ManEFaces to you. I know with the holidays, get a little Christmas money. $1 a month, that turns out to $12 a year. Ultimately, not really a lot. But, as I always say, I always appreciate the views. Those really help and do me a solid. So, that's about it for ManEFaces. We will see you next time.